Uh, Hello. Wait, what? Damn, 6 viewers. Lucas fell off. Wait, why is the viewer count only at 6? There's clearly more than 6 people here. What the fuck was going on? Oh no, it jumped up again. What the fuck was that? Why did it say 6? It's clearly not just 6 people here, but thank you. Hello. I am actually kind of fucking tired. I should not really be streaming for like this long, but whatever. It's already pretty fucking late, but whatever. Asher, thank you for the 9 months. Damn, it's been a while. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Hello from Kazakhstan. I used to have a friend in college from Kazakhstan. He was a pretty cool dude. He really likes Rick and Morty for some reason though. But I guess I'm too stupid to understand Rick and Morty. You can stream anytime, you can't sleep at any time. Yep, that's always how it is. So right now it is 1 AM. I probably should have like streamed tomorrow. Honestly, I could have just streamed it Friday. Like that would have been nicer. But I just feel like doing it earlier because I want to finish like finishing up like the VOD on like weekends. Okay, there we go. I want to finish up like editing the VODs on the weekend. Recently I am trying to kinda stream at least once a week, unless there's a good reason why not to. Also, oops, I forgot to change the title. Hold on, let me change. This is going to be volume up. That's all. Also at the same time, there's really, in terms of like content-wise, I guess you can say there's not that much going on in this update, but it's still like a pretty good update. No, actually, I mean there is. It's called fucking COTC2 Outbreak. Of course, there's a lot of them. It's just that like in terms of I guess like new enemies and new cats and new events, there's not that much. But COTC2 Outbreak is like an entire thing. It is an entire chapter. It's hard to say that it's not a big thing, but also I'm not gonna go into like the nitty-gritty details of COTC2 Outbreak, so this might not be too long to review, because again, I'm not gonna go too in-depth on some of the updates, and I feel like a lot of the big parts of this update are the nitty-gritty. So this has a couple of us going wild in the group VC. It's always fun to like hop in like a group call or like group chat on like update day, because that's where like chaos ensue. People spreading misinformation, people sharing the craziest find. That's always the funniest thing. 1150 energy, that is true. We're finally reaching 1200. We're very close to reaching 1200. And if we get 1200, then maybe we can finally do like Tuesday Blitz stage 6 times without using refill. There was something else that I want to talk about and I forgot. Oh yeah! None of you are gonna care about this, but Vesper and Magni just graduated. And that fucking sucks. I'm sorry if this is like the first time you've heard of this. This is how you found out that fucking Vesper Noir and Magni Desmond just graduated, and I'm like, bro, this fucking sucks. This sucks. And I'm bummed. I'm honestly fucking bummed. I fucking love Vesper. Vesper's such a cool dude, and he's just fucking gone. Of course, none of you know about this, because you're all fucking losers, that's what. Let me get a drink, hold on. I heard about that, so many people graduating lately. It's kind of, I don't know. I mean, like in HoloLive side, in Holostar side, the HoloLive side, this is like kind of a rare occurrence. Like the last graduation we had was like, I guess Russia? Was there, or wait, was Russia or Sana first, or later? I forgot. I think it's either Russia or Sana, and I think it's crazy because Sana and Noir are both from the same artist from Paco, and Paco was really excited to finally have a VTuber child, and then both of his VTuber child graduated. What the fuck? That's so fucked up. You don't know the thing I'm not bringing? What do you mean? Anyway, so that happened and that fucking sucks. That actually kind of ruined my mood. I've been waiting for Vesper to return in a fucking God knows how many months it's been. I think it's almost been like 2 months since his last break. And he just announced graduation, what the fuck? Shit's fucked up. Anyways, we are at version 12.6 now. Hold on, let me... I need more drinks. My throat is not doing well. Yeah. Also, I think someone earlier mentioned about the what's it called, like Dragons and Dungeons and Dragons? Not really Dungeons and Dragons. Is it Dungeons and Dragons? I don't think it's what it's called, right? Like there was a new event data for that, like Dungeons and Monster. I think it's called Dungeons and Monster collab. Well, for JP, not for Ian, I think. Yeah, it's for JP. I think there was like new missions for the Dungeons and Monster collab. Or Castles and Dragons, sorry, that's what it is. Castles and Dragons, I think are returning for JP. There's like nothing new in Castles and Dragons though, I think, so I guess it's just a rerun for the sake of it. Not really sure. I don't think there's anything new for Castles and Dragons this update, so I guess it's just a rerun. But who knows, maybe they'll also like add like random true forms or something like that at one point. Like kind of like the same way they did for like fucking Mola. I don't know. There was something else I think from missions that I don't remember. Oh, there's an ad. Okay, I'll wait for after the ad is finished, and I guess we'll start. I didn't even know where to start. I guess we'll just start with the overview, but I'll wait after the ad finish. Still like 20 more seconds. Also, well, what was I going to say again? There was something they want to say. All right, Tower is back. Tower is back. How have you guys been on Tower? It's also, I'm also kind of surprised that like, since now the Tower is back, you can actually check to use gold CPU on like previously cleared Tower stages, and that's interesting. Like you can just replay some of these stages in, or rather, you don't need to replay some of the stages in Towers. So you can just gold CPU it to get the rewards, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Like if you have like a checkpoint in like floor 41, for example, then you get gold CPU pretty much all of the previous stages without actually playing it again. That's actually pretty cool. So maybe I was right to say that like you need a clear count to be able to do gold CPU. I ignored the previous 2-3 Heavenly Tower and never noticed how many items I can get from Heavenly Tower. That's why everybody likes Heavenly Tower. I personally mainly like Heavenly Tower because I thought it was just cool. I mean, I probably might do like a stream where I just replay some of the tower stages. That's all. Like I'm not really. I mean, I do play for the reward too, but like it's just good. It's like these are just like good stages, you know. Also, since tomorrow is Friday, or rather, I'm already in Friday now. That means you can farm CPU. It's Friday, my dudes. It's time to farm cat CPU. Let's go. Tower's really good since it has amazing stages, but also gives like a billion rewards. I think it's... I don't know. I mean, yeah, there is a decent amount of stages, but most of the stages in Towers are like padding. Like, Heavenly... from 1 to 20, like the only actual stage is like 14 maybe if you don't have anti-metals, and then 19 and 20, and that's about it. And then 21 to 30, majority of the stages have been power crap. And like the only real stages I guess are like from 31 to 50, and even then some of them are like power crap, and some of them are like stupid, like 35, which is just like, why does this stage even exist? Like this stage you can literally solo with Cyborg. But other than that, I think I mainly just like that there's kind of like a... I guess like you can say just like the stages are unique, and that's neat. I kind of wish that Infernal Tower doesn't really mimic Heavenly Tower. I kind of get it, like it's the evil version of Heavenly Tower, but like I wish you can make like a more unique situation in Infernal Tower and not just like, this is that exact same floor except harder. Yeah, okay. All floors from 25 to 30 are just pure pain. You just said 25, which is... I guess if you can't cheese 25, it actually is a pretty hard stage. But literally just own Octo and you win. I mean, you don't even need to own Octo. You can kind of like brute force the pick using like Seafarer and Thaumaturge or whatever. And like Awaken Bahamut it. And then you can still cheese it without Octo. It's really not hard to cheese 25. As long as you have like Awaken Bahamut, I guess. Other than that, like 26 is pretty easy. 27 is pretty easy. 28, I guess, is kind of a pain. 29 is kind of like a... I guess kind of like a DPS check, so I can kind of get it. 30 is 30, and 30 is fun. Okay, I think that's all that I want to talk about for a Tower. Is there anything else? I feel like I want to talk something about Tower again, but I don't really remember. I mean, in terms of like my returner mode save file, at least, I don't think there's anything left that I... well, I mean, obviously, I already like cleared floor 50 and floor 40, but like... I guess I could like retry Infernal 40 again, which could be kind of neat. Like, when I did like... I replayed floor 30 of Heavenly Tower, and all I did was like... All I brought was like... Little Mohawk, Mushroom, Hitman. That's it. Alright, it's where do I start? Okay, I'm just gonna go through all of the main changes for version 12.6. Version 12.6, this is only in JP currently. This is, I think this banner is like from the Pono's Twitter. Pono's Twitter uploaded this image. This is basically for COTC 2 outbreaks. It's finally out. It's been a while since the last COTC outbreak too. It's like, when was COTC 1 outbreak actually? Hold on. COTC 1 outbreak is together with Zappy, right? Like, when was this released? Zappy is on... Is there anything that shows like when this was released? Like, which update was this? Hold on. This is 11.3. Jeez! It's been a while! Zappy is 11.3. Finally we get a new one in 12.6. That's so long. Yeah, but yeah, we finally get a new COTC2 Outbreak. It's been a while. That's crazy. For the cats, we got 2 new units. One is an egg that you get from Empress Excavation 5, and the other is a new Pixie that is basically a Twomp. And for new true forms, we got the true form for Furiluga, which is based off Gon from Hunter x Hunter, I believe. I think so. I think it's like adult Gon. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is like spoilers or whatever, I guess, but that's... Yeah. So this is based off Gon. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't go the Super Saiyan way, but I guess this also makes a lot of sense. And then this is the true form for the egg. The new egg. It's fucking Fallen Bear Cat for some reason. I guess they don't want to add like a 4th form, so they add like an entirely new unit that is a teacher bear, but like it's Fallen Bear Cat. What the fuck? Anyways, we got 1 new normal talent. Normal talent goes for Last Boss. 2 new Ultra Talent. 1 Ultra Talent for Mad Dr. Clay, and 1 new Ultra Talent for what's your name? Anubis. And we got 2 new enemies. This is a new enemy. This is a white traitless colossal. Wait, why is there no traitless here? It is traitless, right? This is a traitless colossal, but it's not a boss. This is only a peon, basically. This is a peon, not a boss. And the other is this motherfucker, basically Tigrex. This is a colossal croco. It is very big. You might see here that it's like, oh shit, it's a tiny baby boy. No, this guy's fucking massive. You see how HD this guy's sprite is. That's how you know this guy's fucking massive. Stages, for new stages, we got the COTC2 Outbreak. Zero Legend, we got a new chapter. And for the events, we got this is Empress Excavation 5. And this is, I don't remember what the name is. I think it's called like Metal Revenge or something like that. This is basically we'll get into that. Right, new crowns. We finally got 3-star Humanity Catified, which means that we also got the new Meow Medal for I Am Uncanny Legend 2. I Am Uncanny Legend 3, as well as the Plat Ticket mission for beating Uncanny Legend 3. 4 crown is now up to, yeah, that Heatland Rose Colored Road Behemoth's Peak. New Meow Medals for CFTC 2 as well. You are reward, yeah, Z materials. Ooh, I love Z materials. Ooh, let's go. New cat combo. This is cat combo with Furiluga's true form. And this is probably the big things. Okay, let's start going in depth with these first. Volume slider. Let's fucking go. It's not actually. It's. I'm not really sure if this counts as a volume slider per se, but like. Okay, hold on. Let me open up Battle Cats here. This is where I have JP here that I can show off a little bit. Let me see. Where's the? Okay. Hold on, let me turn off the volume. Okay, there we go. So now we got a new option. That's neat. It's not exactly a slider, but it's something. It's not a slider, but it works, right? It sort of works. So if I just go in here, just so that I guess I can hear like in-game music. It's not exactly a slider, but it does control the volume. So that's something, right? It's not exactly a volume slider, but oh well, beggars can't be choosers, I guess, you know. Where's my... Wait, where's my... Oh, okay, there we go. So back here again, add a cat unit display in order in the upgrade menu and equip menu. This order can be chosen either according to levels or deploy cost. Deploy cost option is only available for new equip menu. This is also another one here that I'm just gonna show over here. So if we go here, okay. So this is the equip menu. In the equip menu, you see right here, you can see my mouse, right? Yeah, okay, you can see my mouse. Okay, so if you see right here, if you press this, okay, well, no, let me go to like, okay, EX. If I press, okay, this is still like on normal unit order. If I press this, now this goes on levels. Like this one, like, you know, I have, this one is level 2, this one is level 5, this one is level 8, this one's level 9, this one's level 13. Wait, what? Oh, no, I think it's only the base level. I guess they don't count the plus level, huh? I just realized that. I guess they prioritize the base level. Because, like, clearly this is kind of out of order in a way. Yeah, this is kind of out of order if you take account the pluses. Huh. Interesting. I guess they don't count the pluses. They only count, like, the base level, I guess. But yeah, this is basically sorting by level. Like, this is 29, this is 30, I keep going, it's like 34, like 33, 33, 34, 35, 36, 40, so yeah, 45, I guess, wow, my highest level unit is fucking Island. But yeah, so that's cool, and if you press it again, this goes into deploy cost. So the first one that appears here is the Mohawk, and then it goes to Gato Amigo, Catburger, Maneko, Gold Brick, the Eraser, Ninja, Gendo, Rice Ball, Healer. So that's nice. I think this is going to be very, very helpful for just lineup building in general, and I think especially for Labyrinth. Like, this is huge for Labyrinth, basically. It's because, like, you want to usually know, like, how much meat shields do you have or something like that, right? Or, like, just in general, what units could I use for meat shields? What units could I use for, like, semi-meat shields? So I think that's pretty neat. Oh, wait, hold on, I wonder now. Can I... If I... Wait, do I even have egg units here? I don't think I have egg units in the save file. I'm wondering about, like, if units have different cost depending on their forms. Like, how would that look like? I don't have egg units in the save file, so I can't actually test that. I guess I can try, like, Little Mohawk. If I do this, will it, like... Oh yeah, okay, so I guess it depends on, like, which form it currently is. So, since I swapped the form to normal cat, to macho little cat, it's no longer, like, the first cat that appears. That's interesting. So it only, like, registers if I press this again. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, I guess. That makes sense. That's a sensible way to go through that. So yeah, that's about it for the... Oh wait, no, hold on. So the upgrade screen. The upgrade screen only you can only sort by the level, so you can't really use the fucking, what's it called? The cost. What? Inquiry? Okay, first of all, this is JP. This is JP save file. Who's gonna steal my JP save file? I have not touched this save file in, like, years. Honestly, if this gets stolen, I probably don't really care. Also, wait, what do you mean it got leaked? Where? In settings? Oh, okay. That's dumb. Okay, whatever, it's fine. It's JP save file. It doesn't really matter. None of you are gonna fucking steal a JP save file anyways. Where was I? What was I saying again? You guys are ruining my concentration. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, sorting. Yeah, for the sorting in here, like you can still sort by levels, but you can't sort by price anymore. So you can see here, like the first thing that you see here is no longer the Mohawk. You can only switch between the level sort and just back to unit order sort. Which kind of makes sense. I guess you can't really like check unit prices in upgrade screen, so... And even then, I guess it also makes sense, like, why would you sort in upgrade screen, but it still feels a little bit weird. I'm not really sure. I don't really know. I don't really get it. It feels a little bit weird to not have it in the upgrade screen. It sort of makes sense. It sort of doesn't make sense. I don't really get it. Next up is where's my Firefox? I keep on getting lost in my OBS setting. Okay. Next one is edit evolvable and talent unlock options in the filter menu. Wait, what? I don't remember this. Wait, I actually don't remember this. I have not seen anyone point this out. Hold on. Where do I filter this? Wait, what? Oh, is it on... wait, hold on. It's only an upgrade, is it? Here? Is it this one? This one? Is that like... Wait, what? Is it these ones? I have no fucking clue. Which one is the filter? I can't read Japanese. What? Which one is it? What about this one? Okay, so this is, I guess these are the evolvable? Yeah, this has to be like the true formable. Because like all of these are true formable. So that one must be true formable. This one, I guess, is talent unlocked? Yeah, I guess these are like the talent ones. Not sure what the last one is. I guess the last one is probably favorites? Or... Wait, is it favorites? Are these my favorites? Wait, what's this though? Oh, that's like all cats? Question mark? I'm not entirely sure. Wait, are those my favorite? Hold on. Let me check my cat dictionary. That one is usable? Oh, okay. Usable, so basically usable is everything. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's neat. I guess if you want to like just... Maybe if you have like spare resources or something like that and you're like, alright, time to dump my XP or my NP to something, you can just open that and I guess check that out. Or maybe you can just also do it for like checking new update or something. I don't fucking know. It's neat though, it's neat. Oh yeah, also totally cool. Thank you for the 50 bits. I totally forgot about that. Next one. Added options for the underground labyrinth. Added an option to show the added an option to not show the temporary ranking after a victory. Added an option to show the enemies for the next stage of defeat. Added an option to automatically delete trapped units. Added an option to randomize the lineup. Unfortunately, Labyrinth is currently not up, so I can't really show that. Actually, I wonder if it shows up in like Dojo. So basically, the temporary ranking after victory is the like pyramid you see after every time you clear the underground labyrinth. When you see that basically when you see the screen, you can just choose to like there's like a tick box on the top of the screen where you can just like basically say like, hey, let's turn off the result screen for now, and I think it'll like turn off for basically like the entire duration until you exit, I think. So it's basically it'll stay closed until you exit the current one. So after you exit Labyrinth and then you go back in, you can still see the result screen again, which I think is a pretty neat way to handle it. So that's neat. That's a Labyrinth key wall, yeah. The other one, like I mentioned, is the show enemies on the next stage after defeat, which I'm actually a little bit surprised. Honestly, I was kind of expecting that, like, not showing the next enemy was like part of the experience, to be like surprised on what next, but I guess not. Okay, I guess Dojo doesn't have the option to disable the result screen. But Labyrinth, there's like a tick box that you can do, and you can press on like on the top of the screen, and that'll like show that like the option to just not show the result screen every time. The other one is added the option to automatically delete trap units. I am a little bit surprised it took them that long. I mean, they already have a button to delete units. It feels a little bit weird to have this option, but oh well, that's nice. The other one is added an option to randomize the lineup, which... Who asked for this? But also at the same time, that's kind of funny. It's like, nobody asked for this. If you're doing Labyrinth, you probably want to, like, handpick your units, but I guess it could be fun for some people to maybe make a challenge out of this. It could be kind of fun to have, like, a Labyrinth run where you just completely randomize the lineup. It could be kind of fun. It could be for content, yeah, that's true. It is the content machine. It's kind of funny. I don't see why they would do that, but I guess being funny is a good reason to do that. It is pretty funny. It is definitely pretty funny. Nobody asked for Ultra Talents as they make Ku good. No, but that's not a good... What are we talking about? That's a good thing. This one is just like kind of weird. That's about all for the quality of life. I think there was someone that... someone mentioned something else earlier. Let me check. Oh, no, I think that's it. I think that's about all for the quality of life changes. Pretty nice. Having volume slider, quote-unquote volume slider, not really a volume slider, but it kind of is a volume slider, is definitely a long way to take. Unfortunately, it's not a real volume slider, so Battlecast is still a 5 out of 10 game. Not really a 10 out of 10 game still, unfortunately. The cat unit display order, I think, is just really neat. Again, I feel like this basically all goes for Labyrinth. Evolvable and talent unlock, I guess maybe not really for Labyrinth, but the display order for cost is, I think, huge for Labyrinth as well. I think it's very neat. Alright, moving on from the beginning. New cat unit. We got new Pixie and a new egg. Starting from the new Pixie, wait, what is it? Okay, I guess there's no picture for this guy yet. This motherfucker. Tetsu no Seiri Kachin, Iron Spirit Kachin, Kotetsu no Seiri Tetsu Kachin, Steel Spirit Tatsu Kachin. It is a tanker. It tanks floating aliens and angels, and it has a dodge chance. Let me look at the stats. As usual, since it's a Pixie, it has 2 different stats on from the first form to evolved form. First form, this is double 30, 46k HP, pretty solid, pretty low DPS. Range is 130. It has a 30% chance to dodge attacks, and actually it doesn't resist in the first form, which is basically the case for most Pixie in first form. I don't think there is a single Pixie that resists in first form, right? I don't think even air resists in first form either. So it is... I'm not really sure what you would use this guy on the first form. It tanks. but also not really. I mean, no, it's like, it sort of tanks because it has a chance to dodge, but it's only 10% chance to dodge. That's not that much. This is a pretty bulky health, but given the recharge time, I don't know. I don't really see the value in first form. Second form, he has 93k HP. He now has resist and also the 10% chance to dodge still, and is immune to warp and surge, and it has a 100% chance to break barrier. It doesn't have LD or Omni or Surge or whatever like that. So the only barriers it can break is whatever it comes in contact with. It is the 170 range. It is a tanker, so you can't really expect it to break something that is like behind enemy lines, but you can like tank a lot of stuff with it. 93k HP isn't crazy big, but recharge time is pretty short, and also the resist is triple type with chance to dodge. Chance to dodge is like nice, and usually dodge units have a problem where it can only work if the stage only mainly contains whatever it is it's dodging. You can kind of see the problem, like for example with like Belly Dancer, where you can't really use Belly Dancer on Aku stages that is mixed with literally anything else that is not red. Because then Belly Dancer would be like a huge waste of cash. It also would be the same for like any other dodge units in general, like Brainwash Cat, for example. If you want to use it for Aku, but the other traits in the stage is not Aku, chances are you have a better you have better units to use than like Brainwash Cat. Granted, Brainwash Cat is probably like one of the better dodge units. Anyways, point is, since this guy's a triple typing, it is much more common to find more usages for this guy. That being said, I'm not entirely sure what kind of stages would you use this guy on. His DPS isn't too big. His health is alright, but it's not like... It's not Kai, but it makes sense. It's not... It's a triple typing. It's not really Kai level kind of health. And... I'm not really sure what to use this guy on. It kind of just... tanks. I mean, yeah, obviously, tank is supposed to tank, but... I'm not... I don't really have much of an impression of this guy. Aside from, like, I guess he just sits there. And I guess that's kind of all you want. Dodge does, like, increase... It kind of, like, arbitrarily... Sorry, not arbitrarily. Well, what's the word? Like... What's the word? I guess, like, arbitrarily, like, increase his effective health, you can say. Like, the potential is there. The potential health is up there. But... I don't really have that much of an impression for this guy. I think he's a functional unit. I think he's a functional tanker. But that's kind of it. I'm not really sure how to use this. Just like Trucks, he just sits there. I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit different than Truck. Because like Truck at least has speed. This guy's movement speed is only 8. Truck is kind of like, you can kind of rely on it to kind of like push as well, but I don't know. I guess it's also the same as Truck. Truck also I didn't really have that much of an impression with. I don't know. I think you could make the true form work somehow. It gives me the vibe of what's the name of Gravi's second form? Whatever. Like Gravi before true form is like really mediocre at best, right? I feel like I feel the same thing as this guy, where he's kind of just there. Like you can stall for sure, but you can also kind of just meat shield. You can use like green shell. You can use rock. You can use even like jetpack. I guess that's like an unfair thing to say. It's like jetpack is like Omega rare, Omega late game unit, but still, it's like I'm not really sure where I would use this guy. I'm sure you can find places to use this guy. You can use him for like maybe Lionel or something like that. There's a new ZL stage that features 2 Lionel, like the Angel Lionel and Alien Lion 1. I guess you can use it there. And it's immune to Warp and Surge, so I don't know. I'm not really sure. This guy feels currently like an Uber that exists. That's basically about it. That's about it for now for this guy. Moving on, next guy is the new Ancient Egg N006. This is what you get for beating Empress Excavation 5. We'll get into Empress Excavation 5 after this. And this is... oh, it doesn't appear. This is an Aku Bear. So, it is almost the exact same replica of Teacher Bear Cat. Almost. It's not exactly the same. The cost, as you can see here, looks like... Okay, so this is Normal Bear. Normal Bear is 660 cost, I think. Wait, where is this? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so this is Normal Bear, right? Normal Bear is 660 cost. You can see the Aku Bear here is also 660 cost. And in here, you can see that his HP, I believe, is the same. Yeah, HP is the same, but the damage is slightly higher. Where Aku Bear has 9,500 damage per hit. Normal Bear has 8,000 damage. It's slightly higher. I think it like, given that it has insane damage, which is like ×5 to Aku, the difference can kind of stack up. But the main thing that I think is like, I guess like the big difference is the attack range being 165, while Teacher Bear is 140. Why is that important? Oops. Why is that important? This motherfucker is 160 range. So that's neat. So finally we got an Aku Gori counter. Aku Bear doesn't have a shield piercer, which I guess is fair. By the time you beat Empress Excavation 5, you might already have like multiple other choices for shield pierce. You can get Super Cat. You can, sorry, not Super Cat, Super Car. You can get Super Car, you can get Aku Researcher, you can get Pied Piper. All of these already break barrier and is a melee unit. I don't think you really need any more melee unit that is a barrier breaker. Sorry, Aku Shield Breaker. So I think it makes sense for this guy to not have Aku Shield Breaker. Whatever, that's fine. This guy's basically a nuke, and this guy basically deals with the brute force department of Aku, especially for Aku Gori, because Aku Gori's main like problem is that he doesn't have shield. He's just really fucking strong. And that's what I believe this is what Fallen Bear Cat for. So that's nice. Fallen Bear Cat, pretty good addition to the team. I'm not really sure where else we should use it, but I'm sure you can find a way to use this guy. Also, his movement speed is the same as Cadaver and Teacher Bear, so it's not like he has the Assassin Bear Cat speed, because Assassin Bear Cat has like way higher speed than the other bears. This guy has the same movement speed. It has 10 movement speed. Everything else is basically the same. Recharge time is the same. Attack animation is the same. 6 frame, 8 frames. 6 frame, 8 frame. Knockback is 2 times. So the main only difference is the attack power, the attack range, and the target trait. That's basically about it. Oh wait, yeah. Also, it has Behemoth Slayer. I forgot about that. It has Behemoth Slayer. Oh wait, oh no, hold on. I wanna look something up, hold on. So, Slime Cat, what's your speed? Oh, Slime Cat is 15. I was thinking about Rangmaster, because Rangmaster, I remember that like you can use, like, Slime is able to barely hit Rangmaster, and I was kind of wondering if this guy can also hit Rangmaster, but maybe if you boost it, you can tank chew it somehow? I'm not really sure. Can you tank chew Rangmaster? Hold on. Now I'm curious. Rangmaster. Sorry, Vermilingua. Vermilingua Rangmaster. I think he can, but the timing is tight. Really? That would be cool. His attack is 22,600. Your health, what's Behemoth Slayer? Like 0.6, right? Or 0.4, somewhere around that. If you have that high of a health, okay, I'm not sure if you can tank through that, even at level 50. I don't think you can tank through that. Maybe you can tank through like the second hit. Not really sure if you can. Maybe you can, like with like precise timing, attack, speed combo, theoretical, whatever. Might not. I don't fucking know. I'm also I don't think it's really worth bringing this guy for non-Aku behemoths though. I'm not really sure where the Behemoth Slayer would come in handy. Like, the dodge chance is there, but I'm not really sure. I don't think the attack power is high enough to warrant using for behemoths in general. What's his upgrade cost? It's pain. It is. Oh, I wonder if Emperor's Excavation 5 have like special unlock, but yeah. Upgrade cost is quite a lot. 15 purple, 15 blue, essentially 20 red, 20 green, and 10 yellows. Although you can get the cluster from Hunter's Map 4 if you already have that unlocked as well. Emperor's Excavation 5 is where you get the Ancient Egg. I don't know if they're clearing Emperor's Excavation 4. Okay, so there is no other like prerequisite for Emperor's Excavation 5. Okay. Do we move on to True Form and Talent first, or I kind of want to talk about Emperor's Excavation 5's enemy. No, let's talk about the enemy first. Alright, since we are on Akugori, sorry, not Akugori, Fallen Bear Cat. You get it from Emperor's Excavation 5, and Emperor's Excavation 5 has a new enemy, and that is Mr. T-Grex himself. Chokibaju Krokoksu, Super Fang Beast Krokox. Okay, yeah, this is Kroxo. It's a massive motherfucker. Hold on, wiki. Essentially a stronger Caesarean Darkjo. No, it's fucking not. That's such a wild comparison. It is not anything like Darkjo. What the fuck? This is nothing like Darkjo. What are you talking about? This guy has no similarity with Darkjo except for maybe its trait. Its trait is the same. It's Black Behemoth. But no, it's nothing like Darkjo. Oh, there's an ad. Oh wait, no. Ad starts in 20 minutes. Never mind. It's fine. This crocodile got caught up in a wild world while enjoying solo camping trend. Reigns over the primeval forest as a brutal king with a robust body dyed black with a barbecue charcoal. So this guy is based off T-Grex. Let me show. Okay, Catron, thank you for this, but yeah. So this guy is nothing like Darkjo. This is a massive motherfucker. He runs in. Look at this guy. He runs in and does like a big bite. Basically, if anything, if there's like an enemy that I could compare this guy to, it's absolutely not Darkjo. What I would compare it with is Edie. This is kind of similar to the Edie enemy, where he would rush in, do an Omni Strike attack, and then wait for a little bit. Basically, this guy is an all backswing. You can see him just like standing there, waiting to attack, and then after he attacks, he goes and wait again. That's basically the kind of enemy he is. Basically, he has a high amount of knockback, he has a high amount of damage, he has a pretty long Omni Strike as well. He has the chance to weaken, or maybe 100% weaken, I'm not really sure actually. But yeah, you can see, you can knockback him pretty easily, but once you knockback him, he immediately attacks again. So, you know, like I said, it's kind of like Edie. Pretty interesting enemy. Cool stuff. So yeah, you can see Yukimura's chipping him down. He's a pretty tanky motherfucker. I think he has like 3 million HP or something like that. But basically, he's kind of like this backliner enemy. Again, like ED. Pretty cool enemy. I also really like his animation. The way he just like charges in, rushes in, and does an attack, and immediately like he's like scooting a little bit. I really like that because that is kind of like how Tigrex is in Monster Hunter. Tigrex fucking loves to run. Let me see. I don't know what this guy. Okay, this is the reference for the new crocodile. This guy's a Tigrex. Tigrex fucking loves to run, and also he likes to shout. But that's not really shown in the game, unfortunately. Let's see if there's a point where he is charging in. Yeah, okay, that doesn't really show, but like, Tigrex really... Okay, there we go. Yeah, Tigrex just likes to... That's basically Tigrex's main attack. He just runs. Tigrex just loves to run. So that's kind of the main thing for the new Croc, so I'm probably still gonna call this guy Tigrex. I know a lot of people, you know, can make the iguana joke, haha, he runs fast, but also at the same time, he's not a spammable advent. He doesn't spit acid. He only runs fast. That's about it. He runs fast. Not really iguana. He's like 1/3 iguana. But he's mainly a Tigrex. Only runs fast. Yeah, basically. He only runs fast. So that's cool. But yeah, you can see here he have almost 3 million HP. His attack is 30k per hit. His standing range is 300, but he hits all the way to 450. Also has Omni Strike backwards to 750, but that doesn't really matter. His movement speed, you can see, is pretty fast. He has 20 knockback count. Basically, again, like ED, he's kind of a rebound attacker. He's immune to freeze and slow, so no Bomber Cat and no Gunslinger, if you want to use Gunslinger for some reason or something like that, or like no Nobunaga. He has maximum chance to weaken. Not really sure what's the deal with that. But just like every other, well, not every other, I guess there's only like 2 other, Black Behemoth, Kana destroys this guy. Not really a surprise. Kana destroys Behemoths and Kana destroys Black Behemoth, Kana destroys, like doubly, you know? Burst of range the Omni Strike? I think so. The problem is, this guy is 40 movement speed. If you let him run towards Earth, chances are he's still gonna clip through and like still hit Earth anyways. So I'm not really sure if that's the kind of thing that you want to deal with this guy. I feel like the main thing if you want to use to deal with this guy is still basically Courier and also like CAT. He's not immune to weaken, so if you use CAT and you can weaken him, you can cut off the attack power by the pretty significant amount, which would be nice. Also, Gas Mask is also a good unit to use against this guy. Because, yeah, Gas Mask is anti-black, anti-Behemoth. He's gonna stay there for a little while. The problem with Gas Mask is that Gas Mask has high range. Gas Mask has high standing range. So, given that, can I... Oh, okay. Right, Ancient N103. Gas Mask has 250 range, which is not really ideal for a meat shield. And the problem with that is that because Tigrex has Omni Strike from 300 to 450, that means that this is like here's 150 range more, which means that if you're only using like Gas Mask to meat shield, he's gonna go past like 250 by like an extra 150. So units with like 400 range will still get clapped, which is not really what you want, probably. I'm sure you can still find usages with Gas Mask. I'm not entirely sure what else are you gonna use this guy on. I think that's about it for this guy. He currently only appears in Excavation 5, I think. I'm actually a little bit surprised that we didn't get the final Behemoth stages for this update. I was kind of expecting this guy to be in like the final Volcano or Gabra or Desert, because I'm pretty sure there's only like 1 stage left for those 3. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm not really sure what else to talk about. You already know about she's about to pair this guy with Hazuku. That is true. That definitely will happen. Hazuku will be paired with literally everything. That's it. There is one new enemy, but we'll talk about that later. For now, let's move on to the true form. The only other true form that we have is the Aku Bear, which doesn't count. We already count that. So we move on to Furiluga. Furiluga gets a new true form. It's not here, is it? Yeah, okay, it's not here yet. Furiluga gets a new true form. You already saw it's a reference to Adult Gon. This guy has very long and beautiful hair. The same with new Furiluga. It's the same. Do I have a? I think it's so. Okay, here we go. Thank you again, Ketron, for this. The cost is only same as like the other Aku Ubers. It's 3 Aku Fruit and 1 Epic Seed, and you can see here. Yeah, there we go. There's the new design. The hair doesn't really change aside from the color. It's just it just turns from white to black, and I guess there's like stylized lines in his face, and also he has pants, which is neat, I guess. The main thing that Furiluga got is that now he has Surge, or at least Mini Search. Yes, level 2 Mini Search, which it's kind of interesting in a way. It's almost like they made another Lilin. They made another Lilin where here's another new unit with high chance, 100% chance to break barrier, and also a Surge, and the Surge spawns at like very far range. That's interesting, I guess. He's also immune to Surge now. All right, he's also immune to Surge now, and his attack TBA I think is different. Yeah. His attack TBA used to be 18 seconds. Now it's 14 seconds. That's pretty neat. Aside from that, I don't think there's any other change. Oh, I guess it's health change. Doesn't really matter that much. I guess it did matter. I say it didn't matter, but now I remember that when I was doing Evil Empress, my Furiluga got chipped off by like her wave, and her wave doesn't actually one-shot Furilan, so I guess it does actually matter. I guess the health buff actually does matter. And it's also immune to Surge now, which is just nice to have. And it still have like 700 range, which usually it would be safe, but it still would be nice to have an extra safety net. The Surge spawn is outside of his standing range, so it kind of creates like a pseudo LD, I guess you can say. Let me just show it in action here. Is his hair longer? I don't think it is, right? No, I'm pretty sure his hair is the same. But yeah, you can see for example, right here, he's targeting the Aku Doges, but you can see the Surge spawns at the Aku Bear. So it kind of creates like this sort of pseudo LD kind of deal, where it would have a little bit of a piercing right in front of its attack. I think it's very neat, especially given that Furi has a really long attack rate, right? And from my experience, Furi doesn't usually land its hit to where you want on his first attack. His first attack will almost always target the peon, and because of that, his first attack is usually a waste. But now with the Surge, his first attack would always try to aim for the enemies behind the front line, which, you know, hits like Midnight League, hits Aku Bear, hits fucking Pangs. I guess it doesn't matter. Ping doesn't have shield, but you get the gist. It's just nice. It is basically Lilin 2. I can't say whether this is like which one is better, Lilin or this guy. I guess it sort of like really depends on the situation. I feel like Furiluga is safer, if that makes sense. I don't know how to say it. It's kind of weird, because like Lilin is also like Lilin's shorter cooldown. Lilin has a bit of a more of an offensive status, but Furiluga, I don't know. I think Furiluga is like the safer choice. Maybe if you want like a more defensive choice, or maybe if you already have like a decent amount of like attackers and you just want someone to break the shield, then you can use Furiluga. But yeah, definitely I think very nice true form. I don't know. Oh, I guess also like the health increase also matters against the face, because like right here, you can see the face keeps on chipping Furiluga down, but I guess with like the health buff, he can survive much longer. I guess that's also a thing. That's neat. I guess that's also neat. So yeah, good true form. I don't really have anything else to say about. Where's this? Oh, yeah, there we go. I don't really have anything else to say about Furilan. It still has like the classic Luga problem, 1 knockback count, long recharge, but I think it's at least pretty worth it. I think it's pretty good true form. It doesn't really like expand its usages, if that makes sense, but I think it's still neat. You can also maybe kind of use it to be like hit like what's his name? The Ribbo. You can hit like maybe like Ribbo. You can hit like La Solar. You can maybe break the barriers. It's just neat. It's neat. I think it's a good true form. It doesn't like overextend on what it does. It does what it does. The true form is good. That's all that I can say. I don't fucking know what else to say. I think it's just a good unit. There was a new combo as well, which is here. This is a combo with Aku Researcher. It's a worker startup level up. I can't fucking talk. It's already 2 AM. Worker cat startup for medium, and it is 2 fucking shield breakers. I guess like if you're in an Aku stage, it's kind of like a brain dead thing to bring. Like if you want to break barrier, just bring this guy, right? It's nice. It's good. Everybody loves worker startup, and it's only a 2 slot. You can also use it for like your dojo, I guess. Yeah, it's good. Good combo. What else can I say? It's good combo. Next up, let's move on to the spicy talents now. So the main talent that we got now is Last Boss. Last Boss, main talent, reduce recharge time up to 6 seconds, Colossus Slayer, upgrade speed, upgrade health, and upgrade attack with, you know, your usual stat buff. So main thing here, you might say, is the Colossus Slayer, because, you know, Colossus Slayer is Colossus Slayer. Colossus Slayer is neat. Is there is it not listed here? What is the... Can I check? Is there like ability? Is there like an ability page or like Colossus Slayer? Colossus Slayer. I just want to check the times 1.5. Okay, thank you. Times 1.7. So that is pretty neat. Generally, the way I view Colossus Slayer is that most of the time, Colossus Slayer are kind of worthless. A lot of the time, in a lot of like gauntlet stages, the main enemies that you want to beat are not even the main boss. Most of the time, you just want to deal with the peons. There may be exceptions, like for example, Horopotamus. But like it would be nice to like maybe knock back the main enemy more or something like that. But for the most part, in most colossal stages, usually you don't really need to care about killing the boss faster. I guess it would be nice, but that's about it. A lot of the times you kind of just need to deal with the peon, and then the boss will be left on its own, and you can like beat up the boss however you want, right? And like the Colossus Buster is kind of just like speeding up the process a little bit, less so than like helping you not lose, if that makes sense. However, Last Boss is a completely different breed. If you're not too familiar with Last Boss, the main deal with Last Boss is that Last Boss is an ultimate nuke machine. And with him being a nuke machine and having Colossus Slayer, it actually kind of justifies it, because his damage is so fucking big that it actually kind of matters. Like his damage per hit is so fucking massive that like having a 1.7 multiplier actually matters a lot, even on a enemy that is like super omega bulky. Yeah, if you're not too familiar with Last Boss, this is his base stats. This is at level 30. He does 153,000 damage per hit, strengthens by 50% at 30% health, and has a 30% chance to deal a savage blow. So at 30% health, he has like 225,000 damage per hit, somewhere around there. And that's a 30% chance to deal 3 times the damage. So that's around like 600k, I think, somewhere around there, 600, 700k per hit. And that is at level 30 with no ability whatsoever. So you put that with Colossus Slayer, 600,000 times 1.7, 3642. It's a fucking lot. It's a lot. I guess it would be around. Okay, so it's like 442. So I guess around 1 million. It's like slightly above 1 million, like 1.1 million, I guess. 1.1 million to Colossus at level 30. So that's cool. That's interesting. 1.6 packs. Okay, basically the same. 6 million ish plus 3.6. I guess slightly under 1 million, or maybe just around 1 million. It's around 1 million at level 30 for Colossus if it's strengthened and if it's savage blow. Now that's a lot of damage, indeed. So that's neat. That actually kind of justifies the Colossus Slayer. We're talking about the best update in Battlecast history. Yeah, I already talked about the Volume Slider, unfortunately. But yeah, so that's neat. However, honestly, I'm more hyped about the movement speed. Cause the thing, okay, like Colossus Slayer is like neat and all. You can use it for Colossus, and also I don't really play Colossus that much. Here's a video of an appropriate usage for Last Boss. But yeah, the main other thing that he got is his extra speed. You see him, he is actually moving like a decent speed right now. Wait for it. Hold on. Just wait. He gets strengthened now. Whoosh. Yay! 0 loser down. That's crazy. Oh wait, there's an app. Okay. But yeah, so that's cool. That's a neat little thing. Granted, this is probably like level 50 with absolute max talent or whatever. But remember, this is not ultra talent. This is a normal talent. So the price for the talent isn't like Omega pricey. I believe Colossus Slayer would be 100 NP. And speed up is, I guess, like 15 per level until level 5, and I guess 20 per level above that, I think. Point is, it's not an expensive talent to get. I think it's a pretty nice talent to get if you just want to like deal with Colossus easier. Other than that, the speed up I think is like really big for Last Boss. 8 movement speed isn't that big. And the problem with Last Boss that I kind of had when I tried using him, or at least when I tried using him on like BCU, or sometimes when I see people trying to use him, is that he isn't really able to tank through stuff unless he's boosted. Which even then, it's like, for example, like, okay, so he has 320 attack range. That's not that much. He can outrange things like Arost, but that's mainly it. He can only mainly outrange things that are like relatively low to mid-range. Other than that, you kind of have to have him tank through stuff. And him having low movement speed kind of hurts, because he then wouldn't be able to, like, he's not the most tankiest unit of all time. 68,000 HP at level 30 with 2 knockback counts means that you only get to tank 34,000 damage before you get knocked back. Granted, this is only level 30, but you don't have that much of a luxury to be able to tank through stuff. So having high movement speed to be able to just like bust through enemies' attack better and just go to the front line faster, I think it's like a pretty big deal for Last Boss. I think the movement speed is a huge talent for Last Boss. Last Boss Rusher meta. Technically, it kind of is. It's like, I think that is like one of the main complaints on, or at least one of the reason why I don't usually use Last Boss, but I think that's also like one of the main complaints for like some quote-unquote speedrunners that want to use Last Boss, is that Last Boss is really slow. Well, not really slow, but he's not that fast for what he's worth. And him having high speed, I think is going to make his usability shot up. I think it's very nice. Isn't high speed bad for non-rebound attack? Wait, what did you say? Non-rebound high attack time units. Usually yes, but like again, Last Boss is a nuke. Last Boss is literally a fucking nuclear weapon being dropped into your enemy's front yard. Like, it's a completely different scenario than what you would expect from a normal unit. He's not exactly a unit that you'd expect to survive, is the thing. He's a unit that you expect to land maximum 1 or 2 hits and then die. And that's completely fine. In a way, he's sort of like a rusher, but also not really. He's a unit that kind of breaks conventions. So that kind of like mindset that like, oh, high speed means he's gonna like die easier, that doesn't really apply to Last Boss that much. Because all you want from Last Boss is just to deal that sweet nuke. And that's all. You don't need Last Boss to survive long. You usually don't expect Last Boss to survive long either. So him having higher speed doesn't really hurt him that much. But yeah, it's neat. It's great. It's a good talents. All of his talents are good, except for the recharge time. This one is weird because his recharge is 71 seconds, and his maximum recharge reduction for talent is 6 seconds. So it goes from 71 seconds to 65 seconds. Wow, good job. Yeah, that's cool. Other than that, though, all of his other talents are great. Colossus Slayer is great. Speed Up is great. Even like the stat buff talent, you know, it's fucking Last Boss. All both of his stats matters. But yeah, that's neat. Good talent. Now the other Ultra talent is Clay and Anubis. Matt Dr. Clay. Matt Dr. Clay. Oh my god, this wiki is really long. Matt Dr. Clay. He on base form, he is a target-only unit that targets only alien. That is his only main trait targeting. His main kind of like niche, I guess you can say, is that he has gigantic amount of stats, but it's purely alien only. His previous talent doesn't really give any new traits. His only main thing is like Base Destroyer Double Money, which is something that his previous form have. Base Destroyer being Warlock and Pierce main thing. Double Money being Babel's main thing, and the immune, sorry, not immune. Oh wait, no, immune is only true form. Wait, no. Wait, no. Wait, am I? Oh no, I'm mixing it up. I was thinking of something else. I was thinking of like another Dark Heroes talent. Never mind, I'm sorry. Ignore what I said, I'm very stupid. I'm thinking of another Dark Hero that also, I think Akira? Yeah, I think Akira has, Akira gains the previous form abilities. This guy's talent didn't have any new trait targeting before, but now his Ultra talent gets target traitless. That's cool. That's nice. That's neat. So wow, Epic gameplay. So yeah, Clay is already basically known to be like a one-man alien destroying machine. I expect the same for Traitless now. Previously, his talent, he has immunity to waves, which, this is normal talent. His normal talent, he used to have immune to wave, which is not super relevant for aliens, but now that he targets Traitless, immune to wave does kind of matter because there's a decent amount of Traitless enemy that is wave immune. So you can use it for like Corey, you can use it for Dober, you can use it for Hermit, those sort of stuff. And also, now he has immune to Surge, which means that this is also good for Cappy Kawano. And you might ask, hold on, Cappy Kawano has Golem Sunfish, which can curse Clay, and in turn wouldn't make him able to target anything. Curse immunity is his main talent. So yeah, go wild. You get Curse immunity, target Traitless, immune to Surge. That's 400 NP, which is a fuck ton. But if you're willing to spend 400 NP to completely destroy Cappy Kawano and make him usable against other traits, you know, yeah, go ahead. go wild. Go destroy all of these stages. Also works for like power stages, obviously, yeah. Works for Herbert, works for Yulala. I believe he's... Oh wait, he's not warp immune. Oh no, wait, he has warp blocker in his talent too. Never mind. He destroys every tower bosses. So he has immune to wave for 430. He has warp blocker for Yulala, and he uses surge immune for Uriel. So that's that's cool. That's neat. Don't forget 15 Dark Eyes. I mean, it's Clay. It's like, it's kind of worth it. Well, not really. It's a little bit weird because it is like a very specific niche, if you can say that, sorta. But level 16 Clay isn't like the worst thing that you can do, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a stat-based unit. You probably want him to be at as high level as possible anyways if you want to use him. You want to use this guy often. So yeah. So that's neat. Also, he has Colossus Slinger. I forgot to talk about that. Which kind of only works for Horopotamus. That's about it. There's also a new Baba that we can talk about in soon. But first we'll talk about Anubis. Anubis also gets a new Ultra talent. Anubis' previous talent is that he has a 30% chance to do Surge Attack, immune to Surge, and Barrier Breaker for some reason. Ultra talent, now he has Attack Frequency up, Cost down, and Shield Piercing. Shield Piercing at max is 70%, it's not guaranteed. Cost down at max is 600 cost down. What is normal cost again? Wait, what is his normal cost? 4,200 minus 600. I guess that would be around 300. Sorry, 3,600. It's not that much. It's relatively cheap. I mean the spawning cost, not the talent cost. The talent cost is fucked on. I probably would really suggest that. And the other big thing is the attack frequency up. So if you know, it's very similar to Coppermine and Coup. Basically, this is what he gets. At max, his attack frequency would be short enough to basically have him attack continuously. Basically, at max, he has no time between attacks. However, remember what I said about Coppermine last time? Where if you level Coppermine's attack frequency up talent over level 5, it's going to be useless because it's all backswing. Well, Photos did the exact same thing here, where if you level attack frequency up above level 8, it's useless. They did it again. Why? I don't fucking understand, but I guess that also means that you don't need to max out your talent, which can save your NP. That's nice. The other main thing is, I guess, it still would make his attack, like, it would make his DPS to the, like, really, really high. someone theorized something about like 33k DPS or something like that because of like his like really high attack frequency and also the chance of surge. Like he has a pretty decent amount of DPS. 6.6k DPS is pretty nice, and then you have the attack frequency up. I'm not entirely sure how much it is, but basically someone said something about 33k DPS. I'm just gonna take that as face value. Plus the chance of surge is nice. You know, surge basically doubles the damage. I think 33k DPS already includes the surge though. However, I think I recently watched, was it this one? I recently watched this one, right? Let's count how many times he misses. So that's one attack, that's good. He doesn't surge though. That's two attack, that's nice. And the enemy's not moving though. That's one to the base, that's nice. Oh, it hits something, right? That's nice. That hits something, that is nice. The surge spawns like twice. I think it only hits like, I'm not sure what that hits. That definitely is a miss. That one actually is quite a meaty. That one does not hit anything at all. That one does not hit anything at all. That one does not hit anything at all. And now the stage basically ends. So that's, you know, Anubis does Anubis things. Granted, it's still like a very high damage, right? It's still really high damage. I think Anubis hits the health somewhere over here. Like, let me see like his damage per hit here. I don't know who hits. I think Anubis and Clay kind of hits like almost the same frame. Who the fuck hits the base? I'm not sure. Is it Clay? Is it Anubis? I don't fucking know. I think it's Clay. But yeah, unfortunately Anubis still have problems in its force swing. Granted, you can still definitely use him in like a lot of situations. I think he's still like a pretty solid unit with his talents. He still like really has very high damage in general. Like, it's definitely not the one to scoff around. Especially, he also has immune to wave and immune to surge. So I think a lot of like how do I say this? Like, a lot of stages that are focused on waves and surge, or maybe like a lot of enemies that are focused on waves and surge, usually are like relatively bulky enemies, if that makes sense, and that would help units like Anubis to not really miss, because it's a bulky enemy. It doesn't really get knocked back that easily, so there's always something to target with Anubis. For example, things like Dober, Saint Dober, Cappy Jr., Cappy Senior, Hermit, you know, all of those super bosses. Those are like relatively pretty tanky units that doesn't really move that often, unless you have other supports or something like that that'll like knock the enemies back a lot. But my point is, I think in situations where you want to use it for the surge immunity and the wave immunity, I think he's not really gonna miss that often, and that would be really good. I think this is a very solid ultra talent. It's still unfortunate that the force swing sucks, but I think it's also a somewhat fair balancing factor, if that makes sense. Because he has 30% chance to surge, which is pretty fucking huge. It's still RNG, but like, I think if it pops off, it pops off. You know what I'm saying? I think it's good. It's a good ultra talent, definitely one of the more, I guess, like one of the top ultra talent, I would say. I'm not really sure. I wouldn't call this like the #1 ultra talent or whatever, but I think it's pretty up there for ultra talents worth considering, if that makes sense. I just think it's not the most practical unit ever because of the force swing, but I think it's still a good ultra talent. That's really about it. It's a bit weird to say, because it's like, it's both broken and underwhelming at the same time, if that makes sense. Because like, theoretically speaking, it is super good, right? The attack frequency up is super good. So he already has surge attack, which is really nice. And yet his force swing still sucks. So yeah, it's both broken and underwhelming at the same time. It's weird. Yeah. Like Shingen, I don't know. I think Shingen is like, I guess you could kind of say that, but I feel like Shingen is a little bit different, where his ultra talent almost makes too much sense, if that makes sense. His ultra talent is like, I know it's weird to say given what Shingen's ultra talent is, but it almost feels like it's too honest. It's too fair. It's weird to say. I feel like they could have gone the extra for Shingen, but they didn't. I feel like this is the most like safest ultra talent for Shingen. Meanwhile, for Anubis, I think they kind of went the extra mile to make his DPS really high. But Anubis kind of have innate problem. But yeah, I think Anubis is fine as it is. I think it's still one of the better ultra talents to consider. Other than that, new enemy, we already talked about Tigrex Troko. Let's talk about the sheep. This is Mega Baba. It is slightly bigger than the usual Baba. I think I have a video here. Okay. It is slightly bigger than the usual Baba. It is Colossus. It is not its own gauntlet. This appears in ZL. This is a ZL stage. Yeah, you can see this is a ZL stage right here. And it's not really the craziest enemy. It rolls around. It's a single target 3-hit multi-hit if I'm not mistaken. And you can see here, you can see that like he dies very fast. Like yeah, this Akira is level 60 ultra talent whatsoever. It's not really a tank or whatever. It doesn't even really do like that crazy amount of damage. It deals like okay damage. Like you see him killing the Corns, but Corns doesn't really have that much health against Straightless. The main thing that the Baba has is, I'm not really sure if it shows here. Does it show here? Ah, damn, okay. The main thing that this Baba has is that it is a search counter. So that's its main thing. It is a search counter. I guess it's kind of like, it almost feels unashamedly like a Gigando counter. Yeah. I think it's like an enemy that is almost purely its existence is almost purely as an anti-search. I think they want to make like a weaker Angel Aura. Like maybe they feel like they want to have search blockers, but they don't want to use Angel Aura all the time because that would kind of like maybe ruin the kind of like I guess stage balance. So they kind of make like a somewhat weaker peon that doesn't really push that hard. Like he has a pretty high damage per hit, all things considered, but this is split between 3 attacks and it's single target. So it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I feel like this enemy kind of exists just to have like a somewhat balanced surge blocker, or I guess like a variance. Sorry, not blocker. Surge reflect, surge retaliate. You know. So I think it is kind of its main existence. That's kind of basically what it's all about. Also, it's Colossus, so you can use anti-Colossus for it, I guess. Like, you can use, like, Super Feline or something. I don't fucking know. But yeah. Not really the most interesting enemy ever, but I think it would be nice to have for, like, future stages where you want to balance against a certain Surge Cat, I guess. That's basically about it. It is also kinda somewhat of a wall, but not really. 48,000 HP isn't the most like highest HP of all times for an enemy, but it is 1 knockback, so you can kind of expect it to be used for like, I guess, blocking some stuff. And again, I think it's just almost kind of unashamedly a Gigando counter. But yeah, that's about it. The only thing left is the stages. Well, we already talked about Empress Excavation 5. There's new crowns. We got 3-star Humanity Catified. Humanity Catified 3-star is 1.2 times. The main big thing is COTC Zombie Outbreak. COTC 2 Zombie Outbreak. I'm not gonna go too in-depth on the COTC 2 Zombie Outbreak. You can kind of already see... wait, no, sorry. You can already see what enemies appear here. And yeah, you already see there's Zant and there's Zenri. I believe I was checking on a random COTC 2 Outbreak stage and I saw Wild Doge. So that's cool. You got, yeah, but it's 100% Wild Doge. Luckily, it's luckily not 200%. So that's cool. Oh, he's 200% ZL. Oh, really? Okay, that's actually kind of interesting. I guess that makes sense. Okay, I guess if it's like 200% in ZL, it actually does hit quite hard then. Hold on, let me check. If it's 200% in ZL, that's like almost 80,000 damage per hit. 26k damage per hit? Oh, never mind. I guess that does kind of hurt. 26k damage per hit does kind of hurt. That actually kind of hurts, even though it's a single target. 26k. That would one-shot Manic Eraser level 50, right? I think it one-shots level 50 Manic Eraser. Okay, I guess that's tougher than I expected. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that is pretty scary actually. That is pretty scary actually, yeah. 26k. Yeah, I guess that is pretty scary. That can be quite a pusher enemy. The health, I'd imagine, wouldn't be that much of a problem if you have like a decent amount of like stacked units. Like almost 100k. 100k isn't that big in like ZL standards, but 26k damage per hit still does kind of hurt. Okay, yeah, I guess that is a relatively decent threat, depending on where else would they put the Baba, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess it's a relatively relevant enemy then. But it's still, I don't think it's as annoying as Angel Aura, just because it's like single target, and Angel Aura is like an Omni Strike knockback, which is so fucking annoying. Anyways, getting sidetracked. Okay, yeah, I guess it's a pretty relevant enemy. Hitman destroy it? Yeah, Hitman definitely destroys it. But yeah, Zombie Outbreak, COTC, I believe you kind of have like the same rule as like COTC 1 Zombie Outbreak, which is that I think majority or maybe even all of the stages are like limited with how many units? Like 5-10 units? I'm not really sure. I believe like all of the restrictions are the exact same as COTC 1 Zombie Outbreak, I think. I'm not entirely sure actually. Hold on, let me double check. Can I check here? Hold on. Is there Outbreak here? Okay, I do have Outbreak here. Let me see. What's the restriction? Oh, wait, no. We're here. What's your restriction? No, it is 10 summons. Okay, yeah, it is 10 units. Let me check for a random lineup. Okay, here we go. Just to see what's in the stage. Let's see. Okay, no more Doge. Baba. Okay, nothing interesting here. Never mind. But yeah, I did play another stage the other day, and the stage starts off with Wild Doge, Mouth, and also Ariant. So yeah, that's cool. Again, the Wild Doge is 100%, so it's not that scary. But yeah, they start to implement behemoths in Outbreak 2, which is a little bit unfortunate. There's also Zenri here, which I think is going to be relatively interesting in like a relatively weaker space, if that makes sense. Space. Pun not intended. But in hindsight, maybe it is intended, I don't know. Anyways, is Arian 200? I'm not sure actually. I'd imagine it's probably 100. Like, if Wild Doge is 100, surely the Arian is also 100. Like, this is, remember, this is COTC 2. This is kind of balanced, I guess you can say, after the completion of COTC 2. So you kind of need to remember that, like, a lot of, like, even, like, behemoth stages are already kind of, like, I guess, like, mid-COTC 2, mid-COTC 3. I'd imagine they probably wouldn't put, like, 200%, right? I mean, maybe even if they do, they probably would still put it in, like, moderation, you know? I don't really know the stage schematics for the stages. Also, there's like 48 stages. I don't want to go through all that. So let's move on to basically the last thing. which is this thing. I think it's called like Metal Revenge or something like that. Kikai no Hanragun, Rebel of Army of Machines. Basically, this is kind of like Red Alert or Dark Descent, if you know that, or wait, what's the other thing called? Resident Undead. Okay, yeah. So it's kind of like those three. Seeing Red, Dark Descent, and Resident Undead. It's like those three. Where we have 10 different stages. You can only play 3. Or 3? You can only play like once a day, or I kind of forgot. Was it like once a day or like 3? Kind of like Gauntlet. I think it's like once a day. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's once a day if I'm not mistaken. You can play like these stages once a day or 3 times a day. I'm not entirely sure. 6 hours or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But basically, it has a cooldown. All of these stages are different. It's not like Gauntlet where everything is the exact same. All of these stages are completely different. I'm just gonna check like the last couple of 3. Like the first one starts off with just a normal snake. I think there was one where it has like Arost and Metal Arost. I'm not sure if you can find one here. Like most of the stages are kind of like mixed metals. Like you can see level 5 here, it's like the only metal is Crocodinator, and then there's like Dark Oceans and Dark Aura. It's like, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, this one. This one has Arost and Golden Arost, which I thought was pretty fucking funny. There's 4 Golden Arost. The Arost is 200%, Golden Arost is 150. That's interesting. There's 2 Arost and 4 Golden Arost. Have fun. At least it's not 250% Arost, right? So that's cool. There's a Metal Arost. Yeah, there's a Metal Arost. This is Arost that appears. This is an event Arost that appears on Special Cat Farming stage, basically. So yeah, this is kind of funny. Bert watching PTSD. Basically, Golden Arost doesn't have that much health though. Golden Arost only have 20 HP. So at 150% it would be 30 HP. You just need to hit this motherfucker 30 times and he'll die. So that's cool. His attack power isn't even that high. It's only 2,400 damage per hit. It's really not that high. It's not that scary. Level 9 is Zappy with some basic metals and also Gravy. Level 10, it has Coronium, and it has Haterbot. This is a pure metal stage, a proper pure metal stage. It's kind of surprising to say that, like, we haven't had this kind of stage where it's like a pure metal stage in forever. Like, when's the last time you remember seeing a pure metal stage? A proper pure metal stage? Like, when was the last time that happened? I guess it kind of makes sense that, like, metal is kind of power creep, so, like, only having pure metal isn't really that good, but, like, it's been a while since we get, like, a pure metal stage. Infernal Tower? I guess, 414. That's kind of about it. Bionic Seaweed. Was there even a pure metal stage in UL? I don't think so, right? I don't think there is a pure metal stage in UL. The only other thing I remember is, I guess, like Frontier Shine for metal. March to Death? No, that doesn't count. That definitely doesn't count. I'm talking about like a complete pure metal. Growing Strange? Growing Strange is super old. Yeah, okay, I think that's about it. I guess it's really only, like, the last time we had pure metal stage is like Infernal 14. That's about it. And that's also the last time we got Haterba. So that's interesting. So yeah, I think that's about it for 12.6. Surprisingly, not that much. Like, usually my update stream can go like 3 hours, 4 hours. But now we've only been streaming for like 1.5 hours basically, and we're basically done. It is relatively a somewhat small-ish update. It's both small and still a good update. Like, content-wise, most of the things are like shoved in COTC2 Outbreak, which unfortunately I don't really want to talk about that much. So it is still like I think it feels like a good update, especially like the quality of life stuff. Quality of life stuff for Labyrinth in general, I think it's really good. Quality of life stuff for filtering stuff is really good. And obviously, volume, which is like very much appreciated. It's not quite a volume slider, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. I'll take it, right? Oh well, you know, it's almost the second best thing, so oh well. Who am I to complain? Cyber stage. Where was it? Was it on ZL? I'm not entirely sure. Some of the ZL stage was actually pretty interesting. I guess we can kind of talk a little bit about the ZL stage. There was one where is it? Ah, this one. Celestial spawns quickly, followed by a flurry of Assassin Bear. If those don't destroy you instantly, some 645, I'm not sure what that is, Condemn Peng and a Moth. And if you survive the initial onslaught, another Assassin Bear spawn when the base gets low enough. I don't think that's how it works. I believe... Assassin Bear spawn delay... No, I don't think that's how it works. I believe the way this stage works, and I don't think the wiki has explanation on this. This, from what I remember, spawns by death count. So if your units die, the enemies will spawn. That's my understanding is how the stage goes. I think that's how the stage goes, at least. I'm pretty sure that's how the stage goes. Does Ketron have a video on it? Let me see. Okay, I think it's this one. Ah, whoops. Like, oh yeah, you can see the Surge retaliate there too. I think there's like a both timer Assassin Bear and there's like another Assassin Bear that is like death count. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure someone said that this is a death count stage. I don't know. I think there's both a timer and death count. I'm not entirely sure. Death count, I think so. I'm not actually entirely sure. I've only kind of like heard from word of mouth. I haven't actually seen the stage schematic itself, so maybe I am wrong. Maybe I am getting spread misinformation. I'm not entirely sure. Wait, I can check Spica, I guess. Hold on. Does Spica have version 12.6? Stage? Where's UL? Legend Story 0? Is this ZL? Okay, I assume this is ZL. Which stage is this? This is 6.5. Okay. 6.5, so I guess this one? Wait, no, not that. This one? No? This one? No, wait, is this even ZL? Or maybe it's not updated yet. I don't think this is updated yet, right? This is previous CL, right? Yeah, I think this is previous CL. Never mind. I guess Spica doesn't have it yet. Okay, never mind. Damn, that sucks. Unless, can I just, like, change the URL? Would that work? Ah, no. Okay, I guess Spica doesn't have it yet. Unfortunate. I'm not... Yeah, okay, so I'm not entirely sure, but I heard that this is based off that count. Kind of funny that that count can be easily a downward spiral when Assassin Bear spawns. Yeah, that's what I thought too. It would be kind of cool if it's actually that count. Otherwise, I'm not entirely sure. I might be spread misinformation. I'm not entirely sure. This one is double Cly 1. I thought it's pretty funny. Cly 1 and Cly NL is here. The other ones, I'm not entirely sure if there's anything else that is like interesting. I guess this one is kind of funny because this one features every hippo. It's like, I guess Capybara is also there, which is kind of funny. That's basically about it. I think it's about all for this update. Pretty somewhat short and yet pretty nice update. Like, it's a short and sweet update. It's not that much. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It doesn't add anything super unnecessary. I think it's not a bad update at the very least. COTC to Outbreak, obviously, I think it's like the main big thing. You get a new energy. Actually, I wonder if Wiki already has like the Let me check. Can I check like Paths of the Cosmos? Can I check what's in like Big Bang maybe? Big Bang, Paths of the Cosmos, Chapter 3 Zombie Outbreak. Damn, never mind. It only has Chapter 1. Fuck. Okay. I guess Wiki doesn't have Chapter 2 Zombie Outbreak either then. Unfortunate. But yeah, that's about it for this update. That is update 12.6. I almost said 7. It's 12.6, right? It's 12.6. I don't know why. I had a note writing down like some of the things that I want to talk about for 12.6, and I named the note 12.7 for some reason. I don't know why. I think I'm in the future. I might be in the future. Anyways, that's 12.6. Now it's time to find someone to raid. Pretty good update. Pretty good, short, sweet update. What would I even call this update? I guess it's just the easiest thing to call this update is the volume slider update. Is there anything more interesting than just calling it volume slider update though? I feel like there has to be something more interesting than just volume slider. Go back to 12.6. Oops, there we go. The Last of Us update? I could call it like the Oppenheimer update. Because you add a whole new fucking nuke. It is the creation of Oppenheimer himself. The Barbieheimer update. But even if there's a Barbieheimer update, who would be the Barbie? Like, if Last of Us is the Oppenheimer, who's the Barbie? The fuck Pixie update? Wait, why? Don't fuck the Pixie. I know some people in Pixie like fucks the Pixie. Please don't do that. That's weird. Free Luga. Actually, yeah, you're right. He does have like the princess hair, you know. Oh, perfect. Hold on. Someone in my following list is playing Monster Hunter, which is perfect because we just had Tigrex being showcased. So let's rate her. Alright. Thank you for coming to the stream. Good update, good review. As usual, be nice, don't be weird. If you have my emote, use that one. If you don't have my emote, use that one. Mouse, I haven't actually seen Mouse in a while. She's playing Monster Hunter World. You might see Tigrex there. Be nice, and this is the game where all behemoths start. If you wanna blame any game for behemoth's existence, it's this game. But don't be weird. Don't bring up shit that doesn't make sense to other people. Remember, treat this person as a random stranger, because last time I raided someone, there's still people who goes around randomly talking about unrelated battle cat shit. Please don't do that. That's weird, and you're kind of embarrassing me. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for coming to the stream. Yeah, bye-bye.